Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Natalia and I'm decorating for Valentine's Day. Today I wanted to share with you how to make this wonderful Valentine's Day bowl fillers and also these napkin rings that I have decided to create along the way. Last year after Valentine's Day, I bought a few of these placemats on sale, and as I was trying to use one to decorate my table, suddenly I had an idea. So I took one of these placemats apart and I used that decor to create 2 out of 5 of the filler bowls that I will be showing you today. I started in the middle of the ornament and I created half a heart shape and continued to lay the cord on the surface of this bowl in a random fashion. I did not push my pins all the way into the ornament because I was adjusting the position of the cord quite often and I wanted to be able to easily pull the pins out if necessary. Sometimes I went underneath my previous loops, and in general I was trying to distribute this cord evenly throughout the whole ornament, and I also wanted to make sure that the end of the cord will be coming back out right by this half of the heart shape. Once my cord was laid out roughly, I started pinning it in place. I paid special attention to the crisscrossings because I wanted to make sure they are as flat as possible. And use as many pins as you need. I wiggle them sometimes because it is hard to penetrate this cord once in a while. And make sure that all parts of the cord are secured and all the loops are pinned in place. Now, I am coming back out from the bottom to my heart. I will put a pin here in the crisscrossing and create a lovely shape for my heart, pin it in place, trim, and this is our first ornament and it is done. Probably about 45 minutes total. For the next bowl, I used a 2-inch diameter satin ornament and about 65 8mm red rhinestones. First, I covered the hole on top of the bowl, and then I started pinning all of the rhinestones that I had to the ornament. And it looks easy, but it was not so straightforward because I had to do some adjustments. At the end, the rhinestones were not lying next to each other as I wanted. And so to have the equal gaps between the rhinestones, I had to move them around. And it also took longer than expected. I'd say it probably took me almost hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours, and I'm surprised. Next ball, I decided to use a 3-inch red satin ball and this heart trim, which I cut into individual hearts, and I used 30 hearts for the large 3-inch ornament and 19 for 2.5 diameter satin ball. And there is 31 hearts in 1 yard if you are going to purchase some, so keep that information in mind. And I have secured each heart with 6 pins, top, bottom, and 2 on each side. So if you're calculating how many pins you need, so for 30 hearts, it's 180 pins for this bowl and 130 pins for the red rhinestone ornament and about 100 or so for the ornament with cords. At the end, it took a bit of playing around to figure out the position of the hearts, but it all worked out at the end, and I have decided to make napkin rings. I had a cardboard tube, I don't know where from. I think maybe it was a roll of fabric. So I cut 4 equal sized rings, measured them, and decided to use a soft, shiny red metallic leather that I had. I applied double-sided tape to the inner circle of each future napkin ring. Small piece of double-sided tape to where the edges of the leather will be secured. And I wrapped the leather piece around the whole ring. Turned the edges in, trimmed in place, pressed. And now I wanted to add my decorations. So I cut a piece of wire, used my awl to make a hole in the napkin ring, and then I put heart, pearl, rose, pearl, and a heart on the wire, threaded it through the hole. Now I figured out where my other hole will be. Used an awl again and put the other end of the wires through. Twisted the wires on the inside of my napkin ring a few times, and then I cut the ends off and flatten it so it is not in a way. Now we are ready to line napkin ring with, I used rose gold pieces of leather. So I used the contact cement for this because double-sided tape would not hold it in place for long. I secured the glass hearts and the rose with some of the jewelry glue so they do not wiggle around, and I set everything to dry. Well guys, this is the end of my tutorial. In the next one, I would like to show you how to make this lovely topiaries. Happy crafting and bye bye for now.